Watch me, I'm running. Watch me, I'm dancing. I'm air. The building I used to live in has been raised, and I'm skipping, hopping, two-footedly leaping across the blocks, bricks, slabs of concrete, plaster, and other unnameable junk. Or nameable, really, if you look at the wreckage closely. Here, for instance, this shattered I-beam is the Bible, and this chunk of mortar, Plato, the mortar of mind, also in pieces in me anyway, in my mind. Aristotle and Nietzsche, Freud and Camus and Buber and Christ even, that year of reading Paradise Lost when I thought, hell, why not? But that fractured too. Kierkegaard, Hegel, and Kant, and Goffman, and Marx, all heaped in the foundation, and I've sped through so often that now I have it by heart, can run, dance, be air, not think of the spew of intellectual dust I scuffed up when in my barely broken-in boots I first clumped through the sanctums of Buddhism, Taoism, Zen, and the Areopagite even, whose entire text I typed out. My God, why? I didn't care. I just kept bumping my head on the lintels, Einstein, the Gnostics, Kabbalah, Saint this and Saint that. Watch me again now, because I'm not alone in my dancing, my being air. I'm with my poets, my Rilke, my Yeats. We're leaping together through the debris, a jumble of wrack, but my Keats floats across it, my Herbert and Donne, my Cannell, my Bishop and Blake are soaring across it, my Frost, Baudelaire, my Dickinson, Lowell and Larkin, and my giants, my Whitman, my Shakespeare, my Dante and Homer. They were the steel, though scouring as I was the savants and sages. Half the time I hardly knew it, but Vallejo was there all along, and my Sidney and Shelley, my Coleridge and Hopkins, there all along with their music, which is why I can whirl through the rubble of everything else, the philosophizing and theories, the thesis and anti and sin. All I believe must be what meanings were made of, when really it was the singing, the choiring, the cadence, the lull of the vowels, the chromatical consonant clatter. Watch me again. I haven't landed. I'm hovering here over the fragments, the remnants, the splinters and shards. My poets are with me, my soarers, my skimmers, my skaters, aloft on their song in the ruins, their jubilant song of the ruins. Drenched, dry, drenched again, dry again. Trench of liquidous shit, piss-sopping straw. Scribble and scrawl, blot and erase. Drenched, dry, smudge and crumple. Drenched again, yet felicity in it still, in the reek of unconfidence even. The chemical fetor, ammoniac retching fear of failure. Poetry soup. Poetry slime, gag and garbage of mind, metaphor and manure, simile slime, no river gush to unbank, no divinity hero to help me, only the laboring beast to labor behind, ineradicable dung, poetry love, poetry slime. Anybody here know who Blackstone was? You raise your hand for everything. Did you know that? I like that. I was sitting behind you. I thought, there's a guy who really knows his way around. Blackstone was a famous magician in the 30s, well, 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s. And I saw him in Newark, New Jersey, which is where I grew up. And Newark, of course, was the first city to be really destroyed by suburbs, by the flight to the suburbs and the stupidity of urban governments, et cetera, that we're still suffering. When Blackstone, the magician, cut a woman in half in the Branford Theater near the famous Lincoln statue and already partway down the chute, Newark, he used a gigantic buzzsaw, and the woman let out a shriek that outshrieked the whirling blade and drilled directly into the void of our little boy crotches. That must be when we learned that real men were supposed to hurt women, make them cry, then leave them, because we saw the blade go in, right in, her waist was bare, look, and so in her silvery garlanded bra shining were her breasts, oh, round, silvery garlanded tops of breasts shining. Which must be when we went insane and were sent to drive our culture insane. Show me your breasts, please. Shame on you. Hide your breasts. Shame. Nothing else mattered. Just silvery garlanded breasts. And still she shrieked. The blade was still going in under her breasts. And nothing else mattered. Oh, Branford Theater with your scabby plaster and threadbare scrim, you didn't matter. And Newark, your tax base oozing away to the suburbs, you didn't matter. Nor your government by corruption or swelling slums. You were invisible now. Those breasts had made you before our eyes vanish, as Blackstone would make doves, then a horse before our eyes vanish, as at the end factories and business from our vanquished city would vanish. Oh, Blackstone, gesturing, conjuring with your looming, piercing glare. Oh, gleaming, hurtling blade. Oh, drawn-out scream. Oh, perfect, thrilling arc of pain. Chop, hack, slash, cleaver, boning knife, axe. Not even the clumsiest clod of a butcher could do this so crudely, time, as do you. Dismember me, render me, leave me slop in a pail. One part of my body 100 years old, one not even there anymore. Another still riven with idiot vigor, voracious as the youth I was, for whom everything was always going too slowly, too slowly. It was me then who chopped, slashed through you, across you, relished you, gorged on you, slugged your invisible liquor down raw. Now you're polluted, pulse, clock, calendar, taint you, befoul you, you suck at me, pull at me, barbed wire knots of memory tear me, my heart hangs inert, a tag end of tissue, firing, misfiring, trying to heave itself back to its other way with you. But was there ever really any other way with you? When I ran as though for my life, wasn't I fleeing from you or for you? Wasn't I frightened you'd fray, leave me nothing but shreds? Aren't I still? When I snatch at one of your moments and clutch it, a pebble, a planet, isn't it wearing away in my hand as though I, not you, were the ocean of acid, the corrosive in which I dissolve? Wait, though, wait. I should tell you, too, how happy I am, how I love it so much, all of it, chopping and slashing and all. Please know I love especially you, how every morning you turn over the languorous earth, for how would she know otherwise to do dawn, to do dusk, when all she hears from her speech creatures is wait. We, whose most anguished wish is that our last word not be wait. Thank you.